the origin of good and evil, and the journey of the spirit toward light. Kardec teaches that good and evil are not entities created by God, but natural consequences of the spirit's use of the freedom granted to it. God is supremely just and good. Therefore, he would not create evil. Evil arises only when the spirit, still ignorant, seeks to satisfy its instincts without understanding the balance of universal laws. It is, therefore, a temporary imperfection, a stage of learning in the long journey of the soul. In the early steps of evolution, the spirit is guided more by instinct than by reason. Pain and experience awaken it to the need to act with discernment and love. Thus, evil is the shadow of ignorance, and good is the light born of understanding. As the spirit becomes clearer, it learns to choose good not by imposition, but by conviction, because it recognizes that good brings it closer to God and makes it happy. Kardec explains that virtues are not innate gifts, but achievements. Each act of patience, forgiveness, or charity is a victory over lower nature. This is how the spirit transforms primitive tendencies into forces of progress. Therefore, evil is not an eternal sentence, but an instrument of evolution, awakening consciousness and leading to perfection. Modern psychology confirms this view from another perspective. Research on human behavior shows that selfish and cooperative impulses coexist in the brain. Selfishness is an inherited survival instinct. Empathy and morality emerge as the brain develops and consciousness awakens to the interdependence of life. What Kardec calls education of the spirit is now recognized by science as the maturing of moral consciousness. From a quantum and spiritual perspective, good is vibration in harmony with the laws of the universe, and evil is energetic and moral imbalance. The first creates order, the second generates chaos, but both serve evolution, because it is through the experience of imbalance that the spirit learns to seek harmony. Thus, good and evil are not eternal enemies, but steps on the same path. Evil is the cradle of good, because it is in it that the spirit discovers its imperfection and decides to grow. And the more it advances, the more evil loses its meaning, until one day only good remains, because the spirit learns to act according to the laws of love and justice. The origin of good and evil is therefore within us. It is the inner struggle between the instinctive past and the spiritual future, and each choice, each thought, and each act are opportunities for growth. When we understand this, we stop seeing evil as punishment and see it as the invisible teacher that guides us to the light. If this message has awakened in you the desire to grow through goodness, share it. Because good, when it expands, illuminates all the paths it passes through.